Today it's Tuesday, November 25th, 2025. Here we go with a diff. What I have done with the diff. I changed the bearings, alright? This is the wide, this is the narrow, alright? I have given one bolt as a sample to Mr. Omar. This is okay, the threads. When I'm saying okay, it's not, they didn't end up like this. Alright? This one, forget this one. I mean, even if I have to reuse the bolts, these two, I'm never gonna reuse them, all right? So, what I did for now, cold the carrier, hot the ring gear, I put it in, and then I put 2, 4, 6, 8 bolts. Yeah, 4 they're missing, 3 they're there, 1's a sample there, fine. I skip 1, all right? To be symmetrical, the forces. Why? Because I want to read it. I want to see what I want to see. I'll show you now what I want to see. That's the clearance. Pay attention to that. It's barely 600 millimeter. You like the Chinesium yeah. Some people are gonna ask why you're using these kind of tools. They're consistent. You're measuring and it's all fine. I'm not gonna start crying if I destroy them. That's why I'm using this, you know, and I'm double checking that they're reading properly. So now I have measured it every 90 degrees. That means I get one measurement here, one measurement there, one measurement there. Just I was spinning it, obviously, because it's not applying the same forces. But even like that, it's running nice and true the ring, the gear, all right, and I have the same clearance, less than 600 of millimeter between the ring and the pinion. That this is too much tight, all right. Based on the thickness of the snap ring, let's call it, it has 0.2 of millimeter. So if I change it, you're gonna have much more clearance. You're gonna be 0.25 of millimeter. You don't want that. You want to be less than 0.2, more than 1/10, the clearance to be there usually. But I prefer to keep it loose than to have it that much tight. But, all right, makes sense. I will gonna repeat the test after I torque it down properly with the bolts all around, obviously. But for now, what I'm gonna do, I just want to have one image to see what's going on. I'm gonna transfer this one, this snap ring, and I'm gonna exchange it with this one. Keep in mind that I'm always keep tracking the snap ring, and I'm not mixing it up. So I'm keeping always with a thick, with a wide bearing race, the outer, and then with a narrow, I'm keeping the other side. It's not smart to mix it up. Otherwise, you have to, like what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna remove it from here, put it on the other side, and this side from the other side. So to avoid having these kind of things, you keep an eye which one goes where. Let's do that, and let's see that again. Let's see the clearance again. And once again, don't judge me about the tool. I just, if something happened to it, if I throw it down or if I crash it somewhere, I'm not gonna cry because I destroy an expensive tool, you know? It's nice, consistent, it's doing its job. I'm using it now for 2-3 years. Everybody happy. You see, I'm just throwing there and finish the story. Let's change it and see that again. You can have more expensive tools for different measurements that you are more careful with. But for measurements like that, it's more than enough. That's my point. Yep, I can say that for sure now, official, they fucked up with the snap ring. They mixed the snap ring. Because see what happened as soon as I change them. I exchange, all right? What's this? It's 0.17. It's not more than 0.2. It's not less than 1/10. Super happy. Beautiful, excellent, amazing. So, and one of the problem, if you're asking me, it was that it was too much tight, the clearance between the ring gear and the pinion gear. All right, I was expecting that. I said before even I opened the diff, if you watched on the previous video. Second thing, this there is one notch here up at this point. And all of the diffs that I have open, the snap ring, it comes like that up to be visible, this hole here. This is for lubrication. You can see it from here, this side, and you can see it from this side. All right. So always, if you see any other diff, you see that the thick point, it's down like that, and the gap, it's there up. It was not in this case. It was not in this case. So, after 500 or 1000 kilometers, when he's gonna come back the owner to inspect it, I put a bet you're not gonna have an oil leak the diff. All right? All the problem was, if you make it tight, you increase the heat. Obviously, fortunately, it didn't have any catastrophic failure. That's a good one. All good. All good from the point that if they did that from the first place, I'm not gonna have to do it. I'm not gonna have to spend my time or the customer his money to do that again. Just, and I have mentioned this before, it's not the first time. Do not exchange, it's not the same thickness, the snap ring. As soon as you open the one diff and you don't see seams, you don't see from anywhere how to play with the clearance, left and right. I'm not talking about the backlash, I'm not talking about the pinion, I'm talking about the ring. So that means the clearance is going to be determined from the snap ring. All right, and if you measure the snap ring, you can measure it and you can say that, you know what, I'm looking the diff from the rear side. This is the right side and this is the driver's side, the left side. So from the left side, I have that much, the snap ring, that much the thickness, and from the passenger side, I have that much. You write it down. When it comes the time, you place it properly and you don't have any headache. No, you're not gonna have a headache. The owner, he's gonna have a headache, and the next mechanic who has to fuck his mind to try to figure it out what's going on. Fortunately, did we have to change the bearings? It was a good call. If you're asking me, it's not bad to change the bearings. All right, all the stuff goes back to the owner. All bearings, all seals. Here I have the pinion bearings inside of these two boxes. I have the pinion nut. I have the carrier bearings here. Okay, that I'm gonna put in the box. I have the two new seals. But what I'm waiting, like I said, I'm waiting the bolts. I cannot reuse, especially, forget it. Forget this. This is F up. Fortunately, the threads on the ring gear, it's beautiful. It doesn't have any problem. We have a problem here with the bolts. And like I said before, the problem with the bolts is it's been torqued down once from the factory. Second time from the person who changed the carrier. And now this will gonna be the third time. So even if it was healthy, the threads, and it was not at this point, like this, guess what? I'm gonna say to change it for peace of mind. I don't want to come back the customer or to have any catastrophic failure and to have any problem. I want to have a peace of mind. All right, that's my way. So, since I said that, finish the story with that, I'm gonna store it somewhere until they brought me the bolts. As soon as they brought me the bolts, I'm torquing it down. I'm gonna remove it, obviously, to torque it down, not like this. I'm torquing down, and then I'm gonna give to the guys to arrange with the owner to bring back his car. I think his car is still here. He didn't receive it yesterday. So whenever we are done, he's bring back his car. We swap the diffs. We get ours with the open lock, and we put back again the LSD, and everybody happy. My advice to whoever listen out there, pay attention to what you're doing. That's my advice. Do not assuming something. When you start assuming something, or when you say, yeah, I know I have to do it, I have done this 1 million times, you're gonna make mistake as soon as you're gonna say that. That's my advice. The 75-140, limited slip, fluid, and everybody happy. Anything else? Do I forget something, Mr. Jimmy? No, who knows? That's it. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.